the National Football League on EA.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. ETN on the toss right. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright?
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So 0 for 2 throwing the football and a very quick 3 and out to start the game.
Look, stats are going to be decided as the game goes on, but bottom line is that's not the quick start that every team looks for when they begin a game.
On 4th down, Gallagher hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But now it'll be 3rd down. You look at the Steeler defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got this to Pickens. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the other direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. A call and luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. You look at the Steeler defense. Now they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. The Steelers at 9-3 here on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last. Or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so much success running the ball on this drive. You get down there, you're knocking on the door. You go to throw it, and disaster.
Sometimes you outguess yourself because I think a lot of times they expect so much pressure from the defense in that situation that you want to throw the football. And instead, cause a fumble. You look back at the drive in its entirety and you think running the ball might have been the way to go.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down. Etienne up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Lawrence will throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Looking to throw. Gallagher. toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing on first down. Gallagher, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Gallagher eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Harris running straight ahead. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They run again with Harris. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Gallagher buying time to his left. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
As he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Gallagher flush to his right.
Finds Pickens out right.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They hand this off to Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris, that's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Now Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 33-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll toss to Harris. And some strong running. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Fighting through, he's got space. And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, 206 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On the give, this is Harris. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Touchdown!
Najee Harris
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year.
And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Jaguars getting set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Travis Etienne.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Jags are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
This time the extra point up and good. And that makes it 24-13.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Three-quarters in the books. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
On the ground, it's Harris. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Gallagher. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
On 1st down, Gallagher. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Lawrence. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And the Steelers are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
And to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Throwing on 1st down. Gallagher escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Gallagher. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Now Lawrence on first down. He targets Ingram for another grab.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
His throw incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Now Lawrence.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now Lawrence to throw.
His pass caught at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Travis Etienne
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second